What's up, grown folks? It's your girl GFT back with another one, and today we're talking about Joe Smith's wife and the fact that he found out about her OnlyFans and he kicked her to the curb, surprisingly, right? So let's get into it. Let's see what she got to say. She doing an interview with TMZ. Y'all know she getting money for that, which makes me suspicious of all of this, but we're gonna get into that towards the end. Let's hear what this heifer got to say.
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Really, nigga?
Keisha, how long ago, obviously, we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
Here go the tears.
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period.
She blaming him. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to wait.
You raggedy bitch.
And, you know, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew it from that. And it's no secret, Joe's financial issues.
We're going to get into that, the financial issues.
You know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe. And I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here, you know, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But, you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him.
Heifer, that's what you're supposed to do. This is your husband. Of course you're going to go through his trials and tribulations with him. I've been married for almost 20 years. You know how much stuff I've had going in my life and my husband in his life, and we've had to help and be there for each other because we're married. That's what you do. Okay.
I've started several businesses. You know, I've been doing a lot. Like,
oh, and I ain't found no receipts yet about her being a singer. They could be out there. I don't know. The only receipts that I found about what she did prior to Joe Smith and his NBA money was adult stuff. So I don't know. The receipts could be there.
And I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it. So I had to, and I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself, if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company.
Wait a minute. She's talking about a dog sitting business that didn't pop off because of COVID. Okay, it's 23. So COVID was 2020, and y'all been together for some years before that. Joe Smith been out of the league. So what are you really talking about here? Now, one thing I kind of feel her on is that she, I guess, has some stuff going on in Germany, and she left that and came to America to be with him, you know, and she was kind of feeling like, you know, things would take off for them, but it didn't. I mean, I understand like leaving where you live to go be with somebody else, but why is your fallback plan adult film? Why can't, you know, and that's the thing about these chicks nowadays, and I'm not even going to say these young chicks because she a baby old head, because I think she like 45. What I'm not understanding about women today is how they don't really want to work. And I mean legit work, like a 9 to 5. These chicks nowadays think that they are so above a 9 to 5. It's sickening how they look down on regular work. But let's let her finish.
You know, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember, right. He just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, there was a depression, and I've been going, dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him. If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can, because he's my family. He's like an intricate part of my life, and I just want the best for us. And I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. I wish that he wanted the best for us, because he's not really wanting the best for himself. So I can't expect him to do for me what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans? Unless
something else happens that, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. It's really hard once you've had a major career. You were the number one draft pick, and then everything ends. How do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
Okay, so you heard what this heifer had to say.
Do I smell a whore?
The thing that I don't understand is you talking about you don't be alone. You don't want to be alone. What woman has an OnlyFans and is in the adult business and gets married and gets the white picket fence lifestyle? I don't get why you think that this is a long-term deal for you. Let me slow down. Okay. She said that when the lockout in the NBA happened, he basically just never got signed by anybody. He lost his career, fell into a depression. I completely understand that. But my problem with her and the things that she was saying was, if you had a man, we're about to get into his finances. If you had a man who was getting money and now he's not getting money, he's content. Maybe he just content. Maybe he just was never one of those get the bag type of dudes, and he's completely happy and content with whatever mediocre lifestyle y'all live in. Why do you feel like he was once this multimillionaire, and since he shouldn't be happy with it? Some people are not motivated and driven by money all the time. Everybody's not going to be rich or wealthy. So I don't get the fact that you felt like, well, he used to be on this level, so why be further content with not being on this level? I should have blew this up. This is my bad. Let's move on though. Let's get into the money. So, okay. So, and this was what she was kind of alluding to, and this is my beef with her. So allegedly Joe Smith blew his NBA money. If we just gonna get straight to it. He ain't the first, he ain't the last. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. It's easier for us on the outside looking in to shame him and talk crap about it. But you try managing $60 million and let's see where you end up. Plus, they talked about all the taxes and extravagant spending, whatever. He's not on this level. I guess he didn't invest, whatever. And her beef is, we were once here, now we're here. And I had to take the lead and do what I had to do to get us back there. And it's like, by embarrassing your man, again, these chicks out here nowadays she ain't want to go get a job. She wasn't finna punch no clock. I know a lot of y'all shit on that and think y'all too good for that, mostly women. But she wanted to go back to her old tricks and ways, give it into the stereotype. But anyway, he blew a lot of his money and y'all ain't got it like that no more. And that's fine. Everybody isn't gonna have money in their 20s and 30s, and then they get in their 40s still have it. It happens to everyone, but obviously he was content. Some of these chicks are so vain and so materialistic and label whores that they'll jeopardize their relationship with a man. Now you done got kicked out the house. He ain't thinking about you. You say he was entertaining someone else. She might have done pulled your man off the strength of you out here don't know how to not cover up and not show your body. And lastly, let me end this video with this. I don't have any receipts for this, but in doing my little investigation, some people say this is giving hoax. I don't know. Some people are saying that these two is full of it and that all of this was to promote her OnlyFans. I don't know.
And you know this, man.
Y'all know how Hollywood get down. Y'all know people will do some of anything for money, from everyday people to celebrities. So I don't know. Joe Smith and his chick, are y'all doing this to promote her OnlyFans to really be getting money because y'all need money? Was this all on her and Joe is disgusted with this and want to keep his name separate and clear and trying to get the hell away from her because she obviously...
She belongs to the streets.
Who knows? I guess only time will tell. But y'all leave me a like and a comment and don't forget to subscribe and I'll catch you in the next video.